Hello everyone, welcome to our very first Springfield School podcast. Hello. So today I'm not alone. I'm with several students here, and because this is very first, I want to introduce myself first. My name is Louis. I'm one of the school counselor in Springfield School, and we have these two guests. These are the students from Springfield School. One is Aiden, is from G7, right?
Yes.
And also Munela is from Primary 6.
Hello.
Okay, so maybe the audience haven't know us yet. Maybe we can tell a bit about ourselves.
Okay.
Maybe starting from Aiden. So maybe you can introduce yourself first.
Hello. My name is Zachary Aiden Julang Jeffrey, but just call me Aiden. I'm a grade 7 student in Springfield School, Raffles Hills, and my hobby is doing competitions and also acting.
Wow, so you do competition, acting outside school?
Outside school.
Okay, nice. Thank you, Aiden. Maybe from Munela.
Hi, my name is Manella, and I am a student in grade 6 from Springfield. And some of my hobbies are horse riding, content creating, and yeah.
And in this special edition, because our very first edition, we take the content is in the end of the academic year. Finally! Can you believe it? You already gone through for how many months? Yeah, doing exams and having some events, and we are in the end of the academic year. Yeah, because I'm a counselor, so maybe I want to ask something about emotion.
Okay.
Okay? Have you ever watched Inside Out 2?
Yeah.
Already.
Okay. And then there are emotion in that movie, right? Okay. Maybe you can describe how do you feel. You can pick one of the emotions from the movie, or you can pick any emotion starting from Munel. How do you feel?
I feel happy, like it's been unforgettable in the class. I have made lots of memories, and I'm excited to move to another grade.
Yeah, nice. Because you are soon to be in secondary,
Yeah,
right?
grade 7.
Grade 7. And you, Aiden, gonna move to G8.
Grade 8.
So, how do you feel in G7?
To be honest, I really felt happy because there's some new students, and I can make new friends with them. But I also felt a little nervous sometimes because maybe there's like huge projects or some tests. But I always try my best, and that's what I feel.
Thank you. So do you know that emotions is actually good for us? Because emotions is a signal that they have a message. For example, if you feel anxious, what is the message? That you have to prepare. In order to succeed, yeah, you have to prepare. Woo! Yeah. Now, I want you to flashback to this 1 year. Okay, looking back to this 1 year. Can you share one of the successful achievements?
Like the projects.
The projects, maybe in the classroom.
Oh, so like there's this one project. It's like the P6 student-led conference. There was so many projects to do, and it was so nervous presenting towards the parents and the teachers. But then when I finished, I was like, wow, I can do this.
Okay, so you experienced nervous.
Yeah, nervous.
And then after you finish, how do you feel?
I felt relieved, and I was like, wow, I can do hard things.
Actually, challenge is part of life. Yeah, every one of us. Not only you, me as a teacher, as a counselor, also experience challenges. Do you find support maybe from your friends, from your family that you can share too? What can support you to overcome your challenge?
Well, they cheer me on even when I'm like nervous, stressed, like that. They're like, you can do it, like that.
Okay, maybe let's move to Aiden. Is there any like successful experiences or maybe memorable experience that you experienced in this year in the classroom or maybe outside the classroom? You can
So,
share.
one of the most memorable experiences for me is once you move to secondary, there's something called secondary house teams. And basically, it's like there are multiple teams consisting of students from grade 7 until grade 12. And then we will like compete against each other in like events. And usually the events are like sports day or characters day. So it's like we just have fun. And for me, the reason why I really like those kind of events because it's my chance for me to like meet new people and explore like the secondary environment because of course moving from grade 6 to grade 7 is a huge step.
Yeah.
And the environment is going to be completely different, so it's like a chance for me to like get like new connections, new friends, and maybe I can talk with some of the teachers because they've so far they've been really nice to me and they've really helped me throughout my secondary experience.
Iya. Jadi perubahan itu kan memang kadang-kadang nggak enak. Ya, apalagi dari kelas. Nanti soon mungkin Munela akan mengalaminya tuh, right? Moving from G6 to G7. Okay, and Eden tadi sharing tentang pengalaman kamu ya. You've shared about your experience, and you mentioned also about growing. Okay, maybe you can also tell us, yeah, what kind of growth that you said tadi ada meet with new people, and then what else? Maybe growth that you feel after you join Springfield in G7. What kind of growths?
I think compared to grade 6, I feel more confident in speaking and because like the environment is like very different from primary, and so it's like I have to step out of my comfort zone, which is actually a good thing. So I can experience new things, I can learn, because if you're always stuck in your comfort zone, you will just be stuck there.
So learning on how to overcome the comfort zone is one of the indicators, yeah, to be able, yeah, to succeed in this. Okay. How about you, Munela? What kind of growths? Maybe from P5 to P6. What
Like
difference?
from P5 to P6. For P6, you need to prepare more for like Cambridge and more exams, and there are more homework and more projects. Like so, you are prepared for grade 7.
So more things that you have to prepare in Cambridge, especially you've just finished.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm not sure, and like I'm scared for my scores.
Yeah, I think every one of us in the school ever experienced that kind of, I'm not sure about my grades, but I've done my best.
Yes.
And now, talking about subjects, I believe all of you have favorite subjects, right? Can you share? Maybe starting from Munela first. What is your favorite subjects?
My favorite subject is science because like we can make projects and learn more about our Earth like that.
One memorable experience maybe from science class,
From science, like
or maybe other classroom that you feel, oh, I really remember this project, or maybe
for art, we ever made this like just before earlier we made this painting with textures like bubble wrap, plastic, and then we just make like an animal or an object, and like yeah, we used our materials to what's this
to
called?
apa?
Lukis.
Oh, ngelukis. Okay. Apakah ngelukis juga part of your hobbies?
Not really. My hobby is like more to sports like that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about your hobbies. Your hobbies are sport?
like horse riding, golf, swimming.
Or more into like outdoor activities?
Yeah,
Horse riding?
yeah.
You're not scared your skin become...
It's already belang, but like I enjoy it because yeah, it makes me more connected.
Yeah. So different people, different interests, yeah?
Yeah,
So you embrace, it's okay.
it's okay because it's gonna go back to normal by time.
Aiden tadi juga ada acting katanya.
Yeah.
Wah, gimana tuh ya? Kan kita di sekolah mesti fokus belajar gitu ya. Terus kamu bisa menyeimbangkan waktu belajar sama acting mungkin. Nah, bagi yang belum tahu juga ya, Eden ini ya ada satu project film juga yang baru rilis ya. Maybe you can share juga film yang kamu.
So I'm actually in I am one of the cast in a movie called Danor the Last Chapter, and it's about like a girl who can see ghosts, and she made friends with some ghosts, and I'm actually acting as one of those ghosts.
Oh, a good ghost? A bad ghost?
Oh yeah, I'm a ghost that's like like her friend. So yeah.
Okay. And yeah, how hard to maintain your stamina, right? Because you have to be able to study for the exam, for shooting. Can you share some struggles or maybe challenges and how you overcome it?
So one of the biggest challenge, especially if you're very busy, have a lot of activities, is time management.
Yeah.
But the way I overcome that is by having people that support me, such as my parents. I'm so grateful for them. They support me since day one, right? And also the teachers in Springfield, they support me. They always keep me informed if there's any project, any homework, and that's what keeps me motivated to keep trying my best.
Yeah, so not only your parents, but also the teachers here in Springfield knows that you are busy outside school, but as long as you tetap kumpulin tugas, tetap being a student yang memang profesional gitu ya, mereka akan support kamu ya.
Iya.
Apapun yang kamu lakukan, disupport. Yang penting kamu tetap bisa bagi waktu, time management. So, yeah, nice to hear about that. How about you, Monella? I heard also you have activities outside school ya?
Yeah, like outside school, I have brandings, content, and I have lessons as well. Like it's so packed. But then I also have time for school. I do my homework and I do my job as a student.
Is it hard to balance?
It is hard, but then like, as again he said, time management. And yeah, my mom sometimes she supports me by giving time like breaks and doing my hobby.
Ya, karena if you guys gitu ya nggak punya time management yang bagus, and then jadi burn out.
Oh yeah.
Pernah dong, kayak udah capek banget terus kayak udah nggak mau ngapa-ngapain. Ya mungkin pernah ngalamin itu, tapi karena supportnya ada ya parents, and then kalian juga orangnya disiplin dalam mengerjakan tugas, I think it's okay ya. I hope nggak ada nih momen berikutnya kalian burn out. Tapi if burn out, counselors is here. So we also have like a counseling sessions that you can attend to sometimes, yeah, just to share about your life, about your struggles, about anything. Yeah. Yeah. And then maybe you can share too about your the students that will move to for P6 to G7, and then how, mungkin saran dari Eden kali ya, kan kamu udah mengalami nih P6 ke G7 kan ada transisi, there's a transition there.
Yeah.
Nah, ada gak sih kayak tips dan trik supaya nanti anak-anak yang dari P6 mau pindah ke G7 itu nggak kayak Monella nih nggak stres gitu, kayak bisa smooth transitionnya? Mungkin do you have any tips and tricks?
So, I guess the most important thing you need to know is the change is very big. So of course there's gonna be a lot of challenges, but the most important thing is that teachers already know about that change. It happens to every class, including mine, and because of that, and your friends will also be there to help you, right? Because you and your friends will go through the same struggle with your teachers as well. So the most important thing is don't put a burden on yourself that you feel like, wow, I am so left behind, or like, wow, I don't know what to do, because that's very, very normal.
So Aiden talking about mindset too ya. When you are moving to a new environment, of course kita pasti ada changes gitu ya. Tapi ada mindset yang kamu don't take it as a burden. So take it as a opportunity. For example, oh this is hard, this is not easy for me, but this is pasti ada opportunity yang bisa kalian ambil. Nah, kamu sendiri paling takut kalau pindah ke G7 tuh apa sih, dalam hal apa?
More homework. And yeah, I'm scared that I have not enough time to complete the homework, the work. Yeah.
Itu ya. Apalagi kamu busy di luar juga banyak gitu ya. Bisa nggak nih homeworknya accomplish? Kamu kalau ngerjain homework biasanya gimana sih bagi-bagi waktunya tuh supaya tetap accomplish even though kamu busy?
Usually, sometimes my parents allow me to like take break in between my activities, so I have a time and a chance to like catch up on my schoolwork, and also like instead of like procrastinating about your homework, just try to do it once in a while. You don't need to complete it in one go, but like just try to do it like step by step, and eventually, before you know it, the homework will already be completed and you'll already be catched up for your schoolwork.
Ya, kalau pakai bahasa Indonesia mungkin mencicil. Ya, jadi kalau ada tugas, ya dicicil satu persatu. Ya memang itu butuh ini ya, butuh komitmen juga Monella ya. Tapi I believe kamu bisa kok. Ya, dengan adanya Aiden juga nanti mungkin saling sharing, saling apa gitu. Maybe any questions from Monella?
What?
To Aiden, misalkan G7 tuh apa sih yang kamu pengen tahu gitu?
Like,
Sebelum pindah.
how do the lockers look?
Oh, the lockers.
Yeah.
It's actually like, so I'm gonna be honest, I think I already forgot how primary works, but it's like you put your books inside your classroom, right? And the teachers go to your classroom, right? In secondary, it's completely different. So you actually have like your own area, your own locker to put your books inside, and for every lesson you need to move classes because each teacher already has like their own classroom. So it's like, it's actually very simple. You just gotta like grab your books from the locker and then just go to your class.
Okay.
Okay. Is it that you imagine like kayak gitu? Kamu udah membayangkan bahwa akan seperti itu?
Yeah.
Okay. Ada worry gak sih?
No, I'm just worried that it's gonna be so hard, like especially for math, because I'm not that good at math.
Lebih ke matematika ya?
Ya, matematika nggak suka.
Iya sih, tapi kamu ada lagi yang kamu suka dan kamu bisa kerjakan dengan baik. Apa tuh?
Science.
Science.
Iya.
Saya nggak suka science, tapi ada orang-orang yang suka dengan science ya. Karena nantinya kita ke depannya, ya tentunya kita pasti pengen cari yang paling cocok sama kita kan. Tapi ketika ada yang nggak suka, tetap dong kita kan punya karakter Springfield itu kan, maksudnya orang-orang yang tetap mau berusaha sekalipun sulit. Dan jangan dipendam sendiri. Kalau lagi kesusahan, cari bantuan ke temen. Cuma jangan temen yang males juga. Entah kalau temennya males,
Makin males.
makin males, udah nggak apa-apa Monella, next time aja kerjainnya, makin terbawa. Nah, ini topik terakhir paling seru nih, holiday.
Holiday.
Are you guys excited for holidays?
Yes.
Okay, do you have plans? Maybe Aiden, ada gak plans liburan mau ngapain?
To be honest, I don't really know because, like what I said before, usually my mom keeps track of my schedule, but I'm pretty sure that I will be going to Bali soon because I have another project there.
Nice. In Bali, you working but you still having holiday, right?
Because for me, like, acting is similar to like a holiday, right? Because it's like, it's basically like, it doesn't feel for me like a burden. It's not like I have to work. It feels like a place where I can talk to people. And then time to time, of course, like I have to focus, like I have to do the shooting. But most of the time, it's just like I talk with the cast, and sometimes the director will allow us to take breaks in between. And during those breaks, I have a chance to like bond with my other cast, like maybe, hey, let's go to this theme park or let's go to the beach, like that.
It make me curious ya. Ini kamu emang dari awal acting emang suka atau gimana? Karena kan saya lihat nih kamu kayaknya menikmati, ya. Even though mungkin capek ya, tapi kamu melihat acting is holiday gitu. seneng gitu ketemu orang. Is it emang kamu dari awal emang suka acting?
So when I was little, I actually did a lot of advertisements and I was in some movies, but at that time it was only like minor roles. And then I took a break around grade 2 because I wanted to focus academically. But then at grade 6, I don't know why, but I like told because I was like scrolling through my photos, right? And then I saw when I was little, I used to do advertisement, I used to do movies. And then I told my Mom, I think I want to try doing this again. And then my mom supported me. She put me in casting auditions. And although I was still like trying to get back to normal, eventually I was able to get a role.
Glad to hear that. And I really like when you say, acting nih buat saya kayak holiday. Saya bisa ketemu sama orang baru, belajar hal yang baru mungkin. Itu kan mindset ya. Nah, menurut saya untuk sampai punya cara pikir seperti itu tuh, itu kayak treasure. Kalau nggak ada itu, mungkin kamu akan see it as a burden, as a pressure gitu kan ya. And I believe Bunda also have like a mindset untuk menghadapi kayak situasi yang kayak nggak enak, tapi kayak saya punya mindset nih. Saya mau ada suatu hal yang saya raih, saya achieve gitu. Do you have one mindset that always keeping you moving forward, even though it's capek, ini apa melelahkan gitu? Ada nggak mindset?
So like sometimes when I do content like that, I get tired and I get lazy. Like I just want to scroll on my phone. But then my mom is like, you can do it. You're doing this for yourself, so you have to do it also. But it's okay to take breaks, but then you just need to keep move forward.
Iya, tadi kamu bilang tentang break ya. Jadi nggak apa-apa. Kadang-kadang kita perlu istirahat juga. Kan manusia juga butuh istirahat. Ya kan, tidur cukup, ya kan, makan juga cukup gitu ya. Take breaks. Ya ada mindset bahwa sometimes you just need rest. It's okay. Doesn't mean you're a failure if you're resting, ya kan. Tapi setelah resting, you have goals lagi nih. And then tadi juga bagus banget. For yourself kok. Bukan untuk mama, bukan untuk for yourself, ya kan, for your future. Okay. How about you? How about your holiday? Do you have plans maybe in the holiday?
I'm probably gonna learn how to dive more.
Nice.
And I'm gonna find golf lessons. Yeah, and I'm like gonna stop studying for a while to take a break. And then like probably a week before going to grade 7, I'm just gonna try to read more books and for math especially.
Do you know there's a job for a diver that can combine with science? Do you know it's a marine biologist.
Oh.
Yeah. One of the criteria that we have, we should have is like we have to be able to dive. Do you like ocean?
Yeah.
Maybe you can try to explore what is marine biologist. Yeah.
That's the reason why I got more tan.
Because of ini ya, you like being in nature ya?
Yeah, I just like the ocean even though I get stung by that jellyfish.
Nice. Tadi juga ada sport horse riding. Itu saya pikir ya itu kayaknya nggak gampang juga tuh untuk riding.
Yeah, you
horse.
fall down but then you have to get up again.
Right. So if you can take that as a life principle, ya kan? Kadang-kadang yang penting kita coba dulu aja, ya kan? Practice before, pasti kalau kita in the day, kalau udah practice pasti bisa kok. Gitu. Okay, so I think both of you will have a great holiday. You with the Bali, even though with acting you like it, you also learn about diving. Nanti next podcast kalau mau cerita tentang detail tentang diving juga boleh ya. Siapa tahu ada Springfield yang tertarik kan. You can also share about that. And then the last of you, setelah ini kita akan close the podcast. Do you have any advice, like personal advice to Springfield Junior yang maksudnya akan naik ke kelas lebih tinggi, ya mungkin yang P6 ke P7, mungkin dari P5 mau ke P6. You have any advice for them to survive, starting from Munela or Aiden? Any advice?
For me, I think a major thing you need to know is don't be sad or anxious that you fail or you're being left behind or you just feel like you haven't accomplished anything, because that's normal. and you should always try to focus on the bright side, and you should always focus on keep moving forward.
Okay, keep moving forward. Don't focus on the dark side. Focus on the bright side. Very nice, Aiden. How about you, Munala? Do you have any
Well,
advices?
from me, just enjoy your memories, enjoy the time in P5 to P6, right? And just study a little bit more hard because Cambridge is hard.
That's the truth.
Yeah, that is the truth.
Okay. And to all our listeners out there, I think this is the end of our first very first podcast. But I think we do a great job, right? Yeah, for the very first time. And I have a little advice for all of us. Be kind to one another. Kita nggak pernah tahu. So in school sebenarnya itu kayak sebuah training ground. Tadi I like about bonding and then making connections. Jadi look school as like a training ground for our mindset, for our social and stuff. And then look after your mental well-being. I agree. Jangan cuma fokus sadness-nya kayak susah nih, tapi lihat bright side-nya. Karena kalau belum coba, kita nggak pernah tahu, ya kan? If you never try horse riding, you never know that horse is very difficult to tame ya. Ada kan kuda-kuda yang liar, yang kita mesti latihan ngerti dia seperti apa gitu. And then enjoy your holiday. That's the most important thing karena you need rest, you need break, ya. Later you come back to school, you already feel fresh. I think that's the end of our Springfield podcast for May edition. So see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.